Hello, let's start today off with a premiere draft of Crimson Vow. I'm hopefully going to be drafting in my local GS soon, so after the holidays, I've been really itching to play some Limited, so wanted to uh, get a draft in here. So I don't know when I'm going to be going. I haven't drafted this set too much. I don't. I think all the colors are runnable, but anyways. Okay, so let's see. First pick here. So Lantern Flare is not a good bomb. I know that this set has a lot of bombs. The Sigwin statue can be pretty good. Catapult Folder it can be a really big deal in the black green. I'm pretty sure, but removal is good. We don't have anything crazy right now. I'm just gonna try to pick the best, which I think is either the Flourishing Hunter, the Scavenger, or Fierce Retribution. This first pack kind of stinks. Lantern Bearer can be good too. I'm gonna pick this just because I think it's the most versatile of them all. Alright, so another kind of crap rare. So they pick the uncommon. So we already have one black, and I think Socialite can be pretty good here. The Ritual could be okay. Let's see here. I think it's going to be the Socialite, but let's double check everything else. Because it's best of one anyways. I prefer best of three, and I probably should have maybe considered playing the best of three instead. But this is ranked, so whatever. I do like Spore Wolf if I've already kind of got something to back it, but I think it's going to be the Socialite. Lantern Bearer again is really interesting to see, so I have those. I really like this card because it can basically just be removal when you need. It's going to take a turn for it to become instant speed, basically, but after that, it's just removal waiting to happen. Wretched Throng. Oh, I love the art of Wretched Throng. Is good too, and we might be going blue-black, but this, I think, is the strongest of them. And it's in one of our colors, so we're going to pick it, but by no means are we stuck on red. Gift of Things, we do have technically two vampires. I'll hover it while we look at the rest. So, Skulking Killer, if it just doesn't activate, is a really bad card, so I don't like it much. What else is in the pack? Both of these uncommons aren't worth looking at, so you can see the commons are already kind of picked out. So I think it's going to have to be Gift of Fangs, because this just isn't that great, even though it replaces itself. This can be really good, though. But we haven't seen anything to help support the Izzet draft deck, so pick that. Man, this is a weird draft right now. I'm gonna hover that. I'm not a big fan of the 1/1 here, but might be our best bet. I need to reread this, I guess. So look at if it's zombie. We just don't have any zombies. It's 3 mana, 3/2. Would I rather play that over a 1 mana 1/1 when I don't have that much? Probably not. This is a serious consideration, actually. So all three of these could be interesting, right? The Ceremonial Knife could be interesting because we do have some vampires that want blood tokens. That creates a blood token, but I think we pick the 1/1 here. All right. Foreboding, but I do like the Blood Fountain if we're going to go in a sack deck here. Blue's looking pretty open. So I think what we're going to do is start planning on the blue, and we're going to pick a Scarab, as I think it could be interesting. We'll probably hopefully get a couple instants or sorceries we want at some point. So I think the Toxin is probably the best here, except I think the Toxin is the best actual card. But I think I'm going to pick this, and we might be going blue-black. The Guest could be interesting. It has blood tokens. We're not committed to the blood. I'm actually gonna change. I'm gonna do that because it helps us kind of keep our colors open more. So we're gonna pick the Mindless Ghoul. It's a black card. It's a 2/2. We need 2 drops. So I don't really care about the Groom. We'll probably pick it though. This is a combat trick though. I guess there's a small chance we run it. Here we are. Nothing amazing here. Just gonna double check I have everything. Yep. I'm just gonna pick that. It doesn't really matter here. We're gonna pick another one of these. Like I said, that card could be good. Not really in our deck though. We're gonna pick another ambush and on to pack number 2. Pack 1 is looking okay. We have some good stuff. So that's pretty good. But I'm already gonna hover a different card. I do want to read it and kind of think about it more though, and I have to read both sides here. So it's not good enough to beat Bleed Dry when we're already this invested in black, right? So Bleed Dry is just like the premium removal in this one, besides the one double black that just destroys. The Skull Scarab, we are probably going to go blue-black, or at least we're leaning towards it. So that could be interesting, but I don't think there's much of a choice here. We don't have like any removal. So we're not in red-white, so that's not an option. Another card that would combo with the Kisirg deck, but I think we're going to go with the Doomed Dissenter. It's a sack candidate that we would probably want to kind of have in our deck here. I'm going to pick the Desperate. The reason for that is we're going to be stacking our own creatures, so flipping it should be pretty easy. And sometimes this will turn off combat as they don't want it to flip yet. The life gain on a 4/3 is actually pretty good, so I'm going to pick that. Pretty good card, but apparently that just means the previous 2 people are probably not in green-white. Otherwise, I think that's a pretty instant pick. So I'm going to move you out. I'm going to move the Blood Harvester and this out, actually. So we are just committed to black, and if we look in here, it looks like there's more blue, but really it's just this. So this is basically where we're at. All right. So 2 red and a blue, and that's it. And we need to start picking between the 2, unless we somehow get mono black, which, if that happens, I'll be amazed. So no good blue cards. That could be interesting, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think we're going to pick a Socialite again. Let me just look at the curve here. So that's removal. Yeah, it's just Socialite here. It also handles the blood tokens itself. The Wedding Security here is great because we already have some blood synergies. And if we lose this, we need some sort of payoff for it. And there's that. There's the Skull Scab. So that works. It's black. It's blue. I'm just looking at the other stuff. Skull Scab. Yeah, it's going to be the Skull Scab. So we're evenly split between blue and black now. I do not like this card whatsoever. Like, we're not going to see a Planeswalker. It's going to ping ourselves. It's just 2 mana, 3/3. I'm thinking Scattered Thoughts. We potentially play it, but I have to get further in the draft in order to tell here. So that's a good exploit creature. I mean, this is a decent card. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. No. That helps our curve out a little bit. I think we're kind of really going away from red as I get a bunch of red. So we'll see. It's very hard to kind of tell right now. Wedding Invitation is a playable, so we'll keep that. Definitely this card or the other. And on to pack number 3, Faithbound. A really good card. We're not in the color at all. It's double white though. can just win the game if it flips, and you're probably already winning by that point though. I don't have like anything to help target that myself. Pap Song Pup I absolutely love in the right deck. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's coming together, so let's see here. So we're already heavy. I don't want to go too much heavier. So I think my choices really come down to the Scab. I don't have any instants of sorceries, or we're going to pick this. Which means it's going to be the 2/1 flyer, and I'm going to put it in the deck, and we'll go from there. Awesome card to get. We're kind of in the need of removal. Let's kind of go back to this view. Let's play some catch up on some of the things. So my removals to the left, well, non-creatures in general in this case. So we have plenty of creatures. We're looking for more interaction removal, things like that. This is interesting. I'm really kind of feeling this card because we get to scry then draw. I think the Stitch Assistant is actually pretty good. So we're going to pick that. We're going to start plopping that out. I think we have enough playables. We're not going to need it. Like I said, I don't think we have what we need to make the Scarab work. Dominating Vampire. We do have to stop and consider this, and we only have 20 seconds. I think I'm going to pick it over it, and I need to think as we go. That's my pick. I need to think about the red vampires. How committed are we to blue? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have some great red. Not some great. Well, we have like Sure Strike. I have no idea what we're going, and this is wild. So that could be interesting if we do go red, so I'm gonna grab it. We are in a weird predicament. I'm gonna pick the Courier Bat, and we are going to pull all the blue out, and at this point I think we're just gonna try to build the best deck we can. And pick between the two in the Aftermath. So I don't really like that card much. Lantern Barrier is probably the better one since we have 0 Wretched Throngs. Alright, the Scab, like I said, we don't have that much. So I'm going to pick like the 3/3, and I'm not going to like it. Perfect card to get. We have some, it's in black, and then we have Exploit in here. So that's like this Persistent Specimen and the Doomed Dissenter is really big for us. I'm really happy to pick that up. The Courier Bat is a card that I'm not in love with here. I like having at least one guest. Like the black I'm pretty happy with. I feel like this has gone pretty well, the black piece of it. Now we just need remaining cards to finish the deck. So the only color options we have are red here. I'm going to pick up this as I think we still potentially want some removal. I'd rather have that. So now, normally I kind of have my colors picked out already, but in this case I don't. So we're going to look at everything here. Let me get everything. So the Gift of Fangs I do think I like. It's not the greatest card. But depending on how much removal we have, I think it's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is, I think our red's stronger, but I'm going to try to build it with blue first. Let's try to finish our deck and see how it turns out. So here's the blue version. So for other cards, we definitely want that. I would want the Scattered Thoughts. I would run the Binding Geist. I would probably run the Storm Chaser. I would probably run the the Lantern Bear, and from here, really any playable card. So it'd probably be this. So that's how the deck would look. How do I feel about this? Lantern Bear and these. I mean, it's not terrible. It has the Exploit. Let's see if the red version is going to be better. Okay, so in red, I would run a Sure Strike. We have plenty enough stuff to make this work. we would run the removal on a creature here. We would probably run this Dominating Vampire as long as our land base is fine. I would probably run this card. Maybe that. Still kind of, I would rather run the Flesh here. And then these are our remaining cards, so yep, I would run this. And then probably Lightning Wolf, even though I think that I'm not running the Hearse. It's just not worth it. This card's fine, but we don't have enough to make it trigger, and it's just not worth our deck. I'm not a fan of Anger, so I think it would be Lightning Wolf. Okay, do I like this deck better or worse? Surprisingly, I think I like it a little worse. Because we're running the Statute, which, like, yeah, we have some blood, but I'm not the biggest fan of. I think the only thing pulling us to red, the strongest one, is the Harvester. And then Dominating Vampire is interesting, right? Because we could have enough vampires that we could basically steal a game with it. But I'm going to try the blue deck, and we might switch over. A little bit surprising. I know it threw a lot of blue at us at the end, but sorry, I think it threw a lot of red at us at the end, but I don't know. This is a weird one. So let's find our first match, I guess. Alright, so we're going to go second here. I have a ton of blue. I have Bleed Dry in hand. I have Scattered Thoughts. My opponent's going first. I have no early cards. The Bleed Dry can't even go online with what I have, so we're going to have to mulligan here. So we got 3 lands, which is good. We're probably going to bottom that, and at least I have some 3 drops here. Hopefully we can draw into one of our 2 drops, so I'm going to keep that, and we're going to bottom probably one of the worst cards in our deck, if not the worst. Alright, so I'm going to do the blue first. Our Bleed Dry is not going to be online, never mind. So we're going to do that as we have 2 pips we require. Lantern Bear is a little late here. We definitely want the 2/2 flyer over it. Getting the life gain is going to be a little hard, so next turn looks like we're going to play both Lantern Bear and the Desperate Farmer. So our opponent here is green and blue and didn't get anything. That really sucks, actually. So we're going to play the Lantern Bear. They might try to counter something here, which I'm kind of fine with. I'm going to swing first, just to see maybe they bounce something. I don't know, so we're going to do this. It's probably going to get countered, syncopated for probably 1. No? Okay. I feel like they have to have something, though. Okay, return it. Cool. That's why I attacked before summoning. I thought maybe that's what they're going to do here. Okay, so cool thing we're going to do here is we're going to attack with everything. So unfortunately, my opponent just got mana screwed. So we're going to play the land. I'm going to play the Desperate Farmer. If it gets syncopated, I could pay for it. This one here, we're going to try to exploit the Lantern Bear, which would flip the farmer, but he might bounce it, do something. We still do it. It's fine. So he bounced my things twice. The worst card in my deck that I said at the beginning, he's played 2 copies of. And he has to keep paying the cleave cost, unfortunately. So yeah, Desperate Farmer didn't see a death, but that is fine. We're just really, we're ahead on a lot of this. So totally fine here. We don't even have to do anything other than just play our cards. I don't have a vampire. That's a bat, not a vampire. So we're gonna just swing out. But I always have the bear if needed. The Geist We have the Bleed Dry. What does this do again? Alrighty. That's fine with me. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Cool. So I think what we do is we just play this and pass. Well, attack, and then we'll pass. Attacking with that was obviously a mistake, but it's fine. We just got lucky. This game was a really bad game. So, I wish you could, like, emote without being a dick. It's January 2nd when I'm playing this. I just try to get to, like, Platinum and Limited, and then I'll just kind of leave it there every single month, which doesn't take that many limited runs, so I haven't played this set too much, but so we're starting off at Silver 1. I generally play Premier versus the Quick Draft, though. Not a big fan of the bot drafting here. Alright, so we're going to be going first. We have a 1-drop and 2 3-drops and a remover card that's not online, but will probably become online here. So I think it's a good keep. We have plenty of creatures and a removal spell. This is kind of, I would say, one of my ideal starting hands. I'd rather have one of these be a 2-drop, probably the Bat be a 2-drop, because I think the Farmer is a better card. But speaking of, this is going to be interesting. I need to decide if I want to exploit him. I wasn't expecting a choice like this so early. I don't think we're going to exploit. It's just going to slow it down. He's going to discard a land. It's just not going to be that effective. And that's good. We drew another goal, so I can do it next turn and maybe flip the Farmer. So I'm happier with that. Hero's Downfall is not online yet. So looking like mono white, but I don't think that is going to be the final. Can't attack or block. That's fine. Courier Bat could have triggered. Nothing I can do here. He can sack it later for a blood token. Just attack out, play the Courier Bat. Nothing more we can do here. I would love to have played the Socialite, but we just didn't have it. Alright, we're getting a little unlucky with this. So, I can't attack with anything. It's just going to die. So, he also has less cards in hand now, so the exploit works. This still can't do anything, so I don't have any way of removing the aura, so he got rid of the land. Kind of par for the course, though, in this case. So I'm gonna move my spells around. Alright, so he has that. We drew into it. Hero's Downfall still is not online, though, which kind of sucks because we'll probably have to deal with the Basher going in. But this will at least buy us some time. So he's going to make it indestructible. He's going to get through for 4. Draw due to the human here. Nice refill. We at least have Scattered Thoughts, and we do have blood token. Okay, yep. He's going to pay the 1. We let it through then. Alright, so Gift of Fangs is a really good draw, actually. Because it means that we can attack on through. Do I want to buff my vampire and potentially trade with all 3? So I can make mine a 5/5, which would die to this, but I can sack it. And then, yeah, I think we're going to buff my dude instead of using it as a removal. And then we are going to swing out. We're going to sack the blood. He would have to trade everything in. He's tapped out. Cool. And eventually we'll draw that my hero's downfall. We go online, we can kill something. He's probably not going to attack with the shield basher this time. Never mind. Apparently getting for 5 is more important than staying alive. Cool. That's kind of what I thought. So now we just do this. We destroy his thing. Cool. Alright, so now, in order to kill this, he has to attack with 2. 4 would go through. And that's flying. I think a full swing is appropriate. I don't have a blood token, so he has to double trade here. The annoying thing is, I didn't think about this. I should have maybe thought, is he will be able to bring this back, buff it so it can gain flying. I'd want that to die first, but it seems fine. Oh, he forgot to block. Sometimes you just get those weird ones, I guess. I think he was actually in a decent position to turn the corner, actually. But just forgot to block with 1. That sucks. I've done that before, just missed a random arena thing. Like, in a real draft, that'd never happen, right? I would probably actually say something in person if they didn't choose to block, like, it's lethal on board, you sure? Alright. But sometimes you just get lucky. Alright, I hate not having black. I'm going first. I do have the 2/1 flyer. But I'm really greedy. We're gonna keep it, actually. Swamps are more likely land drop anyways, so we'll hope here, but we can probably get mana screwed like our first opponent did. This really is just hope we draw land. Hope we draw a swamp. Need to be specific, otherwise I'm about to get an island here. So cool. I like the card, and that's really unfortunate. We're already paying for our mistake here. Yeah. Yeah, not the biggest fan of not having black here. The island is not going to help us much. A lot of our more expensive stuff is getting into the double black pip. So it's not looking good for us. It's by far no means like we're screwed already, but okay. A 4/6 on his turn. Okay, that's doable. Woof. Yep, should not have kept. Reminder to myself that after this match, we really have to look. Yeah, my flyer doesn't even do anything anymore. Alright, we finally do our True Heart Swamp. Let's socialite here. I probably will activate the blood token on his unstep here. If he attacks, I can't kill it. And he kills both my creatures. I can block here. So he's getting in for at least 4. I could chump. Well, if I'm going to chump, I would chump the 4. I'm not chumping with the socialite. We need a creature. Yep. Do I chump or do I plan on exploiting? This is hard. I think we plan on exploiting because at least, yeah, we're gonna let it go. Yep. So he has 5 mana to play something. Wow, didn't play anything. That actually doesn't bode well for us, but at least Sack will get around almost any trick he has. But I do need another swamp. And drawing lands. It's less than ideal. Both of these are not online. So what we're going to do here is we need to do this to the socialite to hopefully get rid of something, but it's probably going to be a land or something really expensive. I am a little surprised he didn't play anything. It's a little weird, but okay. So yeah, he held a land back, which makes sense. I too probably want to hold land back, but I'm gonna play mine. I don't know. We just have expensive stuff, but the problem is it's double pips, so I don't know how much the extra blue mana is even gonna help me. Just not getting what I need here. I need to start jumping. But I need to keep one up to hopefully kill something. Yeah, that's so bad for me. Yeah, this game's over. I just can't win off that. Yeah, you definitely attack with both. You can do the lifelink. Why? I don't know. I think you definitely attack with both. Like, right? Like, I get I have mana up and maybe scared of the 4/4 combat trick thing, but I don't know. So I can't play this yet. It's not gonna accomplish what we want, so I need to wait to bleed dry. Target creature you control with a +1. It's trample and lifelink until end of turn. Okay, so there are no things, so I can just chill. I am gonna have to chump this next turn, so I'm not gonna have anything to exploit. I technically I don't have to chump. I don't have to chump. I mean, might chump that. I don't. Oof. Oof. You know. I mean, there's nothing I can do, man. There's nothing. He gains less life now, but oh yeah, 5 to the hope. But I think he's still just double swing out here. Maybe he's worried. Like, I've been keeping up a lot of blue mana. Because you don't want this dying to the 4/4 combat trick. I don't even run it. I have one. I'm not even running it, but they don't know that. And I hope they don't think through the turn enough. I have to trade, right? There's no world where I let it go through and then I can't do anything about it. So I need a chump, and then yeah, we're done. If I play this, I can't play that, so it's currently one of these cards. So we just have to Scattered Thoughts. Put 2 of these cards in your hand, so it has to be this. So we play the Lantern Bearer, and then it's chumping, so it doesn't really matter. I can't do anything about it anyway, so we don't exploit. Because if I exploit, I get a token. I can't block the flyer anyways. So both the tokens would still block the same way we'd block. Because I can't double block because I would die. 6 is just lethal. Yep. That's a good game. I can only block one thing. Yeah. That's my fault. I kept a bad hand. Like, I think it could have been okay, but just how it goes. Like, I literally won a game before due to someone being mana screwed, so can't really be that upset by that. There's always hope that this game, though, I get amazing luck. Have I learned my lesson? I go first. It's not gonna happen again, though, right? Right? Storm Chaser Drake. We're gonna do it again. Actually, like I said, I think it was close. I think it's close again. It's like just almost good enough. Except this time we hit it. So it's shown the actual variance you can get. That's not just a bunch of hoo-hog. All right. So they're werewolves basically. I think I'm gonna play the Geist here. They haven't played anything. They probably have the deal damage, exile it. I think it's 2 mana, 1 red. I would play it on the Geist. Okay, they didn't do anything, so that's fine. I don't want to play the Dire Grafe too early, so they're triple color. That's a weird one to do that to, honestly. I can only play one of these. And I might as well exploit while I can. Do I want to attack their hand or get a 2/2? I'd rather have the 2/2, and I think we can exploit their hand in a little bit. And I can exile my own creature now if I want to play more on curve. That's funny. That's really funny. I'm glad I did it the way I did. I might ghoul this next turn. It really depends on what I draw. I could also just scavenger. So the imprisonment is a good card. The blood token part is not something that shouldn't be scoffed at. In the late game, like this shuts it down. There's not a lot of enchantment removal in the format, right? But eventually being able to draw, not draw, but create a blood token is pretty helpful, I think. So the Geist, they're thinking through their turn, which is fine. I think that this is by far the best draw. We can exploit whenever. So we're going to do this. We're going to get a blood token. I don't really care yet because we don't even have the mana. I should always be doing this in my second main too. I'm kind of just going through the motions when there's just not stuff on the board and they have like 1 green mana up and I know there's not too much that can happen. I kind of let things fall to the wayside. So cool. So it's a vampire, so that does bloody nothing. Do not fall for that. I'm probably going to buff my vampire and then swing out because block. Yes. Okay, so this is going right, and I can buff it to 7, right? 7, 9, the 2 is death, is lethal. This also means he has to block. Yep. And I can target my own graveyard for this, I'm fairly certain, so. 2 life here is enough to get through. And this is Menace anyways. Attacking here is bad. We'll do it this way. This is Menace, so I think they'd be dead anyways, but... Yep. That worked pretty well. And we're back to gold. So we have 4 gold rings to go through by end of the month, with plenty of days left. I don't typically buy anything on Arena. I mainly just play through the gold I get. Give me a second. I think the only thing I've bought is the beginner bundle or whatever it's called, the one that gets you the avatar that I have on, and just a ton of stuff. It was fine. Okay, so after a few matches, I probably should have done this before, but I like looking at my deck a little. So we do have the 1 extra swamp. I think the deck is playing fine. I do like blue. I don't think Scarab would be good. The Spirit would not help us. We haven't been overrun really. The Ambush could be interesting, but I don't really know what I would cut for it. Let's look at the black. Am I running all the I'm running all the black. Never mind. And then red as just a final. Because what I could do is I could splash for that, but it's not worth it. I don't think so, at least. We're doing fine for wins. I like getting at least 4. If I get under it, which like happens not often, I guess, but relatively frequently enough, I'll get a little bummed out by it, but 4 wins, it's like, okay, it's fine. Like, I got decent value for all the time I spent grinding the gold. And that's also why I don't like quick draft. I'm not happy unless I get my like entry back in quick draft. Alright, so where are we? So we have a ghoul here. We have a lot of lands. We're going to be heavy on lands if we keep this. Just because we are running 17. I shouldn't say that deterministically, but I feel like we could have a bit of lands if we keep. But we have a 2 and a good 3 drop, and we don't need the exploit in this deck. It's not like a heavy, like we must exploit every single turn. So we play the blue mana over the black mana, because there's more things that I could potentially do with the 1 blue, I think. Unfortunate, but I'm probably going to play the specimen. I said we didn't need to exploit, but this is like the one thing that I would have drawn that's like, I probably would rather have that. Okay, so we're going to play this. We're going to save the exploit for a little later. Obviously, that's not going to do much. FE attacks through. Whatever. Cool. That's fine. Alrighty. So we're gonna do this. We'll create a blood token here. And then I'm just gonna chill. I have a blocker now for either. He can attack here. I might even let everything through if he double attacks, because I think it's fine. I want to exploit before he draws a card, though, if I can. Let's return it to my hand. Sweet. I do think this card can be good. It's just not amazing. So he's attacking here. He's kind of baiting me to double block. I'm gonna single block. If he winds up killing it, it's really whatever in my mind. Yep. Like, I don't know. That one's like kind of close, I guess. But so we're gonna play this, and then we're gonna exploit the specimen, get rid of one of the remaining cards he has in hand, and then we have something that can trade with the spore crawler. He might have a land still, but I definitely want to do it before the spore crawler dies to increase the odds of hitting something big. Not a big deal. So that can attack. That will just draw if he does anything with it. And that's really bad. That's a big boy. That's a big card. Now the thing is, I can try to build up a board and just not like I can let his things through. For the most part, for right now at least, and then I'll pull the specimen back. I can do it right now, but I probably will the moment he plays something. Just because, like, he knows I don't have anything. Like, holding it up is not really worth it. Okay, so he's going to play one of them this turn, one of them next turn. Okay, I haven't seen a vamp. Okay, I know everything in his hand. Next turn, his creatures are going to get +1/+0. I really want to play a card this turn. That's a good card to play. Alright. We're going to want both the removal. This is just going to be a game of attrition at this point, especially since he has the dollhouse. So we're just going to chill. Nothing on my end has died. Yep. Makes sense. So I can let a lot of this through, I think. I can block this. I can block the wolf here, and I can trade, I think. Do I want to trade the ghoul? That's like the one thing. Yeah. I get he's going to draw a card. He's going to be able to do that, but like the dollhouse is just going to be really hard to deal with because now he just brings back the spore wolf. Oh, I guess he can do it on his turn. Yeah, that's right. All right, so I can do this. I would rather use 2 blue mana for that. Just because what's in my hand. Alright, so he can attack with that. I need to do something here. See, this'll exile. So I need to do that. And then the snarling wolf, I need this up, so we just chill. See, I'm just gonna lose to the value of the dollhouse. I don't know why he didn't do that. Because it'll still draw him a card when it dies. Why didn't he do it before? Okay, there's the spore. Okay. Cool. That is good for us in the sense that I need to play a card this turn, right? Do I? Yes. I need to do this. Yep. And then we do this. Where are you? Alright. Attacking is bad with this. Attacking with that is bad. I have no removal for that. So we need to try. Oh, sorry. I slammed my arm against my mic here, so my bad. Okay, so nothing should attack now. I know that much. We don't want the dollhouse to get that much value. It already has 1. That's some big stuff that I don't really have good answers to. So, okay. So it becomes a 7/7, which he can easily kill. Unless I do that. I could also save it just to make something tiny. I don't have really that many bombs. It's just an overall like average deck. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I can't do it at instant speed. Any of those things just dies. I think I do need to enchant the Socialite. Just to have something that's big and beefy. And then the blood token's probably going to be used to skip a land, draw, and hopefully get into something better. 18 cards in the deck. Oh, man. Luckily, it seems like he's running a lot of like instants and stuff, so the dollhouse has less targets, but I don't think I have anything in this to beat a dollhouse. Yep, that's an easy jump and bring back. Yep. Unfortunate, yep. I think this will slowly be the downfall. I can't. My deck doesn't have the bombs to outvalue. Okay, never scried something in the bottom. 2 cards in hand. They gotta be lands too. He knows I'm doing exploit. So one of them at least is a land. I would keep a land if I was in his board state. I've exiled... Oh, I exiled 2 things. The Spore Crawler, he exiled himself. Not what you want to see right now. So 5... Yeah, I do need to play one of the lands now. Because I'm not going to play any more lands in top deck mode, though. Because the reason why is because I want to be able to bring the Specimen Black and play... Oh no. Oh, I've actually never seen this card work. Oh no. Oh, I can't beat that. Yeah, I think I have to. I would have the Spore die if I was in his position. That plus Spore draws him a card. Oh, he's making me pick between them? Oh. I just kill everything? Well... Do I want him to draw a card? No. So... Could do this. If he pumps it, yeah. Yep. God damn. Oh, I do have a flyer. I guess that's my out. I did get to flip it too, which is nice. That's not good for me. Creature neutral gets trampled until end of turn. Yep. I would do the trample. That thing has haste. You can get a lot of damage in really quickly. It's not like super easy, and he might not realize I don't have the mana up to do the... Yep, he didn't realize it. It's fine. I can't do anything, though. I think I have to send my flyer. Right? Like, I'm about to turn it to night 2, which is really unfortunate. I have no choice in that, though. I need to send my flyer. I think I just die if I send my flyer, though, right? No, I have plenty of blockers. We need to try to play to some sort of out. And I can't play to an out if he has 18 HP with this deck. The lands just don't matter. I have plenty of cards in my graveyard. So the Squire is looking okay. Yep. I just can't beat the Dollhouse. We've had a... Yep. Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. Yep. That makes sense. Yep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Creatures in here, so it's only a 4. Oh, he didn't swing out. That's enough for lethal, I imagine. So that would die, which sucks because I think, yep, we're gonna have to do some shit here. I just don't know what. So that we need to block here, and I think like this combat all happens at the same time. Okay. Should become a 4/4. Yep, sweet. Some damage is coming through. Yep. Yep. This is a kind of crappy one. Yeah, there's no out, so we'll reveal our hand and say good game, and we'll concede. And on to our potentially final match. Hey, I can't lose anything here, but hoping to get at least one more win. I think the deck is definitely good enough to get a win on average. Like 4 to 5 is what I would expect with the deck, but we did get mana screwed, which I kind of count on happening at least once. That was my fault, though. Let's be real. Anyways, on to the next game. Alright, so we're on the draw. We have a Swamp, Specimen, one of the worst cards I think, but the Socialite, which I think is a pretty good 4-drop. I'm trying to think here. I think it probably is worth keeping, but we don't have that much black in hand. But I might keep. I think this hand is playable. We can try to do some bounce shenanigans if needed. And we have the Specimen, which it's good. Ah, that card. Draw a card, then exile. So bounce shenanigans, I think, works with him, right? You may play if you transform. Yep. Doesn't matter. Not gonna work. Yep. That's fine. My turn. Gift of Fangs. So I can kill the Jacob right now. I don't know if that's worth it. It probably is. Just to stop the drawing and the filtering. And then we get the Socialite here soon. Oh, trick. Why would you ever draft this? Like, you get 1 blood token for 3. Like, it's not the worst card in the world. I get it. But, like, just, I guess if you have the showcase, like, in the arena, you might as well get it. Maybe that's the joke. Maybe that's part of the meme. Oh. It's red too, and they did it by the Vulture instead. There's a lot of cards I like never see. That's really interesting. So I would have done that on my turn, because like he's white too, so there's plenty of things that, you know, there's plenty of things that can be combat tricks and stuff like that. So I don't have my combat trick. I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna let the 2/3 through as well. Like, he could have something, and I'm not on the best board state right now to get past the trick. Okay, so once again we're missing the much needed black mana, but it's okay. We can try to bounce back from this. I think I will block this time. I can't have this. Okay, well, that's getting a counter, that's getting a counter. Okay, so this is the interesting part, because now I can choose to double block. And that's one thing that I think people just don't think too much through in Magic. Like, you didn't... Like, I could have done that trade before, obviously, but, like, you know, your opponent can always just double block. The Bleed Dry is saved for that. I have to remember, okay, yep, it's that card, and we just chill. And this will probably be a removal for a zombie token, which I'm sure he will create at some point. He might even sacrifice it, who knows. So that's particularly removal for one of the zombies. Makes sense. The Bleed Dry is going to go there. So I would love another land, so I could potentially do that, which we got. Cool. I think we do this. I need a draw. I need to do this at least once. Cool. That's good. That's good. I'm happy with that. Yep. We're not going to exploit. We have enough for Bleed Dry. And my turn. And he has 1 mana up. That's fine. Yeah, I want him to cast his aura on one of them. Yep. That's fine with me. The Bleed Dry here. Doesn't work. Oh, that has hexproof. Oh, I thought that was indestructible. No, hexproof definitely works. Oof. Yep, I think I lose this then. Okay. So technically we don't lose this. So I definitely need to do this now. But if he sacks it, it sucks. Cool. Okay, I need to save that. Yes. I need to also draw a card. So this looks crazy, but I think it's the best I got. Yep. Alrighty. I hope he blocks here. Didn't block, that's fine. I need to pay the cleave cost. So. Alrighty. So I need him to be in attack for it. Otherwise he could just sack it forehand. That is human, that's fine. But the annoying thing is he will probably just be able to sack into combat. Yep. Yep. Oh, that does have flying. Yep. I did buy myself another turn, surprisingly. Hmm. Oh, I don't think I did, actually. Okay. I need to scare him enough. Because he can just... Oh, wait. Oh, it's blue, isn't it? Okay, never mind. It's blue mana, so he can't do it. So the Storm Chaser... Okay, so I need enough to block. For sure. Okay, so if I attack... Yep, so... Okay, I need to determine what I want to attack with. Oh yeah, and that doesn't work. I wouldn't even die to it. So, no. I think we're gonna attack with this. And I'm gonna try to kill the Socialite. Okay. Yeah, I would rather have the flyer dead. Okay. That's good. That's really good. So then I can do this. He cannot make the dude. A lifelink. No. That could work. Alrighty. Okay. Shit. Alright. Alright. So I need both of these. Like we're so dead. We're like so dead. But I do technically have something to block with. Yep. Sacrifice to draw a card, try to get anything that's removable. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah. If that's your backup, you just put lifelink on something. Like the flyer. technically I do live. If I have to block here. The flying zombies is really rough here, and that's a good game. Yep, unfortunately we didn't get through it, but yeah, the visionary and the other stuff he had just didn't line up well with me. But we went 3-3, which is bad. I think this deck definitely could have gone 4-4, especially if I played probably some games better. But let's look at the deck here really quick. Think of now that we've played all of our games, some things that we either liked or disliked about how the deck played after the draft. The draft itself, I thought, was like okay. First thing there it is. First thing is, I would probably have liked some more like actual interaction. Like we only had 5 pieces and no 4 pieces, which just is not enough, honestly. That's why like red was kind of appealing. But we had like Sure Strike, which like you can kind of consider removal, but not in all matchups. And the flesh is good, but I don't know. That wasn't the reason to run red, right? Was just for flesh. The real reason was that was also removal, and maybe dominating vampire clutches out 1 win in like 7 games, right? But what we had, so we ran all of our black. The black was our primary color. The only one we didn't run was out of color, and at splashing it wasn't it. So the only other cards for blue that we had was the combat trick. I think I wish I ran 1 combat trick, even though I think the card's very bad. We just need more, and then the retrieval helped us a bit actually, but we could probably have cut something here. To make Thoughtseize was also here. Like maybe even cut a Thoughtseize. Our deck didn't need the draw, surprisingly. We were low enough, but we had blood tokens to help filter through the lands, and it was more so pushing through. So maybe you take out the Thoughtseize, or probably more reasonably, you take out maybe the bat, or maybe one of the ghouls or something like that. Or like we probably didn't need the Lantern Bearer maybe too, or like even the Storm Chaser Drake wasn't that good. And then if we went red, yeah, I don't think it would have been better, but I think it would have been kind of close. Not the best draft, but pretty happy with it. Let's see what we get. Time for some packs. So we got 1,000, which is fine. 2 packs. Oh, what'd we get? Alright, the commons, gotta pay attention to them, even though I'm pretty sure I have them all. Woo! Alright, so we got Angie. And another mythic wildcard. Great. How many do I have? A lot. The life of a limited player. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm gonna head out and try to get another 10,000 gold. We have a long way to go. So we'll see you in the next premier draft, I guess.